What was everyone's favorite dance of the season? Of yours, of course. On the count of 3.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
She's
Chill.
forgotten. not the song name, the actual dance. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
Viennese
Waltz.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
my God.
What did you say?
right.
I don't think
Rumba.
anybody picked up
She
on
said the
that.
rumba.
She said rumba?
Rumba.
Rumba's a great one. Why
Yeah.
so?
The dedication to the song, your outfit, how good the dance was, especially from the week prior. Like, you could just see
What are
like
you trying
such
to
a
say?
huge improvement.
What are you trying to say?
That's the journey that you were on, you know? You had,
She did the splits.
it was like a crazy difference.
She did the splits.
That's
That was a big for me too.
I love
and by splits we mean almost there.
Oh,
But like Alan would bring her a little lower every time.
She's like, what the hell's going on here?
Give me up.
No, that rumble was really good, and you're right.
It felt like a breakthrough.
It was a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And like it was just, I think the first time where you showed like a very sensitive and vulnerable side, not just like, oh, I'm gonna go out here and be athletic and do the jive, or like, because the jive is very athletic. The salsa, we did lifts. You know, you also were very good in the foxtrot, which
I
is
did. I
me
didn't
too.
mind the foxtrot.
What song was that one?
I think that was
Lady Marmalade.
Lady
Thank you.
Marmalade, yeah.
Lady Marmalade.
But the rumble was like the first time where I was like, oh shit, she's got.
I liked the
elegance.
rumba. I liked
She's
it a lot.
elegant. The
And
hair was down.
You
the dress.
crafted it beautifully for it too.
Yeah.
With like the spin and the end of it, I
Yeah.
think was like really nice. And my outfit for that, I have a quote saying where I was like, I want to be as naked as possible. Cause I didn't feel this, but like I felt very covered up at times by some of my outfits in the previous weeks. And so I went to the wardrobe department is amazing there. I went to them, I was like, I want to be naked. I want to be like those other girls and I want to wear less. And so
I
they
remember you posted. I'm pretty sure SZA commented.
Yeah, she did. That's my girl. But I wanted to feel very beautiful because even like showing off, like Alan was creating these dances for my body type to look so beautiful. I also wanted to show it off in such good lights. And I think that was a perfect dance, perfect outfit for that.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite?
No, what was your favorite? We'll go
I
in
said
order.
the paso.
The paso.
I also loved that. That was a really fit. That was a good one.
Full body chills.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
had
That
so
was great for
stepped
that week,
into
too.
your
That was good.
power and you just felt it just rolling off of
You know what? Because like before that, when I was getting angry because everyone was saying I didn't deserve to be. Not everybody, dramatic, but a lot of people online were saying like I didn't deserve to be there or anything like that because like she hasn't had the best dancers, and I was like I'm improving every week and constantly trying. And so I think this one, the way that he crafted it, like to be so powerful and like sexy and all these moves and like there's a moment where I walk and everybody's behind me, like what a that was a cool moment.
Cinematic.
And like me up there on stage again, putting me front and center, like doing the move in the beginning. I loved that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the paso was honestly
was
one of my favorite
solid.
dances
Yeah.
for sure.
So
sick.
And it was in the semifinals, and we had 2 dances that week. Super stressful.
Yeah.
But honestly, the 2 best dances I think we've done.
Yeah.
It was the
The
Paso
semifinal.
Doble, yeah, and then the
Viennese waltz.
Yeah.
I love that one. I thought that one took us a minute to learn as well.
Yeah.
Remember that first day?
Was that your
He
answer?
was not happy.
Yeah,
Was that
that's
what you
it.
said?
Well,
Was that-
Viennese
you
also
said
my
Viennese?
favorite, but like I couldn't get these steps down, and then Emma helped again, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, no, it's true. but,
that's
like,
how it happens.
and then like by Friday, it was like, oh, these dances are special. I knew
Yeah.
when we started doing those dances towards the end of the week and like actually like running them to music, I was like, oh shit, this is the
That was a
right
good
time to
week.
have good dances.
I think we
Yeah.
slayed that week for
Yeah,
sure.
no, honestly, that was probably the best week.
Probably the best week.
I chose the freestyle because it was really, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the whole monologue in the beginning. I loved like you walking, talking, going down like memory lane, and the never been better, Carrie Ann.
Yeah, that
awesome.
was great.
That was really
I
cool.
messed it up for the timing.
Did
We
she?
But
said-
yeah.
Every
didn't
day I
notice.
was like, no, she changed the words to what I wanted originally.
Yeah, I did.
Really?
She's like, no, I think this sounds better. I'm like, okay, do whatever you want. She rips away, never been better, Carrie Ann. I was like,
Yeah, it was.
What was
perfect.
that was your
supposed to be?
idea.
I
Yeah.
think
well,
so.
I was supposed to say, and Carrie Ann, and then there's a little background noise. Never been better.
Yeah.
But I missed that, and the background noise was like, that's what I'm supposed to say. Okay. And so I said, never been better.
It
Carrie Ann.
worked so
It worked
well.
perfectly. Also, you looked incredible with the rip
Yeah,
off
that
with
was
the
fun.
girls,
Well, again,
the
I was like, I
outfit.
want something sexy and I want something glittery.
And for people that maybe don't know what we're talking about, though, can you explain the never been better Carrie Ann or
Okay,
been better Carrie
right.
Ann?
In the week we don't speak of hair metal
metal.
night, it's a jive. It was a very Jive was tough for me.
Yeah.
That was
Gene
tough.
Simmons was there.
Gene Simmons was
He was
there.
calling everyone
He was
sexy. There's
making-
so much anticipation for our dance.
Right. And so I kind of got, because the Jive's a very fast dance. It's like no breaks. This to this to this to this to this. And I got off. I got off from I think jumping down, I was off, huh? And then slightly got it, lost it again.
Yeah,
Slightly
she got it back.
Lost it again.
Yeah.
And
It was just a tough week. It was a tough dance.
That was a tough
The
week.
week actually wasn't even that bad. You were really good in the week. But I think if I remember correctly. No, but I remember I was like, oh, you're good at the jive. Like you got that high energy. No, am I thinking about somebody else? No, you weren't bad. I know it was tough because it was fast. And you said from the get-go, you were like, if you mess up one step, it's hard to catch on.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, I was like, oh, you're going to be good at it. And then the show happened and we just got lost, but it was okay. But in the judges' comments.
So Carrie Ann goes, well, I'm crying at this point. So she goes, are you okay? I'm like, well, I didn't hear. So I was like, what'd you say? She's like, are you okay? I'm like, been better, Carrie Ann, because I'm like crying in front of national television.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like I just
iconic.
gave a terrible jive.
Iconic.
In wild outfits and hair too.
Wild out. Maybe
Rims
I
to
didn't
the gods.
spiritually feel good with the outfit on. I didn't. That was my favorite.
After that outfit, she was like, okay, I need to be sexy outfits.
Yeah, I was like
yeah.
only sexy outfits.
But yeah, that line was iconic. And
Went viral now.
it went viral. And I felt like after that, I was like, oh, in the freestyle, you gotta say never.
We got to bring it back. Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then other than that whole awesome Ted Lasso moment of you just talking, like
Yeah.
to me, it was just so reminiscent of something just that.
Well, people also connected with us talking
Yeah.
and like our personalities coming through. So I think him choreographing that in with like having my personality come through was so like a sweet ending to the journey, I guess.
But then also when you ripped off the jumpsuit, the track suit, the Adidas track suit,
Yeah.
you were just so good. Like you were
I was
dancing.
a little off when I watched it
Yeah.
back.
Were you?
Yeah, I was going too fast on the moves and whatnot, but it's okay. No
She was
worries.
excited.
Really?
I was also like, it was me. So I never understand these because it's me, an amateur dancer, and I'm dancing with all pros around me. I'm like, can we find some? Beyonce's lead dancer was in it. I was like, can we get some other people in here? But so it's like Daniela and Emma and all the. I'm like, okay, here we go. But
No,
it was.
but you were good.
Yeah. It
You were
was
really
it was
good.
fun and it was personality driven and there was moments where I got to speak and we added in like a little bit of rugby stuff. He took all the little dances from they put a foxtrot number in there, a paso number in there.
Yeah. I really wanted her to tackle me.
We did try to do that.
She
They
pushed
wouldn't
me.
let you, right?
She
They wouldn't
skipped
let
on
us
me
because
and
they're
said-
like insurance or something.
They also like refused to let you guys go to a field.
I'm pretty sure they thought Ilona was going to take
Yeah,
like,
they thought
all
that-
the rage on me. in the
Alona was gonna
field.
like kill you. They were like, Alan can't take it. I was like, get him to a rugby field.
But
do it
then when
right
we went
now.
to the football game, you
Yeah, I
did
did.
tackle
Oh,
me. I will
yeah.
say, I took it like a champ.